Hey everyone, I'm back again to share with you an easy recipe for a Christmas cake. This Christmas cake can be done in very easy steps, and of course this is going to be a healthy cake. Why? Because I'm not going to be using sugar, I'm not going to be using any maida or all-purpose flour for this. So this is a very healthy recipe for a yummy and wholesome cake with full of dry fruits for all your family and of course the kiddies. So let's quickly start making the cake. Oh, but I hope by now you have subscribed to my channel, or otherwise you're going to be missing out on all the yummy recipes that I will be sharing with you all. So, without too much of ado, let's start cooking. Now, I've taken a bowl for mixing the dry ingredients. First, we'll mix all the dry ingredients of the cake. So, for that, I've taken a sieve, place it in the bowl, and now we're going to take 2 cups of wheat flour. So friends, remember, we are not going to be using any maida. Now I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of baking soda, one and a half teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of dry ginger powder or saunt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and just a little bit of salt. Over here you can use just a pinch of salt. Now just sieve it through. Now that all the ingredients, the dry ingredients, have been sieved, it's all very well mixed up, what we'll do is we'll move on to the next step, which is mixing the wet ingredients. So I'll just keep this aside. And now I'll take another bowl and get ready with mixing the wet ingredients. So what are the wet ingredients over here? I've taken 3/4 cup of oil, add in the oil, three-fourth cup of curds, and now I have here 1.5 cups of jaggery. This is the substitute for sugar. So this is 1.5 cups of jaggery, which I have melted in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And you see, it's nicely melted up. I'm going to add this into the wet mixture. Now that the jaggery is gone in, just whip it a little bit. So this is the wet ingredient mixture that we have ready for the cake. To this, I will add in a teaspoon of vanilla essence. There you go. mix it up again. Soon we'll start off with the next step. I'll keep this aside. And now get the flour mixture that I'd mixed earlier. And I have one more thing that I need to share with you is this is 1 cup of dry fruits that I had soaked in with mixed fruit juice. Once this is added, just mix it up with the dry ingredients. So now that all the dry ingredients are mixed with the dry fruit mixture, what I will do is slowly add in the wet ingredients. So remember, you don't have to put it all together. Put it slowly, little by little. I've added a little bit of mixture. Now I'll start combining it. Gradually mix it. Now that this is mixed, I'll add in some more of the wet ingredient. But then just patiently mix it. Now I've added all the wet ingredients to the dry mixture. Now mix it well. Now you see the batter is nicely combined. Now is the time to move to the next step. Now what I'll do is I've taken a baking tin and greased it well with oil. I've taken a parchment paper or butter paper, cut it into a round piece, placed it inside the tin and oiled that as well. Now I'm going to transfer this into the cake tin. So there you go. The dry fruits are nicely decorated and the cake mixture ready in the cake tin, ready to be baked. Now friends, before I started making the cake mixture and started prepping up for the cake, what I did was I kept in a kadai on the gas just to preheat it for the cake. Yes friends, you guessed it right. I'm not going to be baking the cake in an oven. I'm going to be baking it in a kadai. So you can see the kadai is nicely heated up. So here I've put a little bit of salt in the base, kept a small little plate as a stand to hold the cake tin. So now the kadai is all heated up for the cake to go in. So there goes my cake, ready to bake in a kadai. I'm going to let this bake for about 30 to 40 minutes in the kadai. So, but don't forget that we need to keep checking if the cake is done or not. So, in between, we can start checking. For now, I'll leave the cake to bake in my kadai. There you go. So, see you when my cake bakes. Now that the cake has been baking for about 45 to 50 minutes, Now is the time to check if the cake is baked or not. And how do we check that? I'm going to just take a skewer and just put it here and pull it out. And if your skewer comes out clean, that means the cake is done. So now is the time to remove the cake from the kadai and leave it for cooling for a few minutes before you remove it onto a plate. So now you can go out and try out this recipe and let me know your comments as to how you liked it and how all your friends, family and kiddies loved it. So I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.